George Hansel, Lily Tang Williams, and Robert Burns are each hoping to be the Republican nominee in next week's 2nd Congressional District primary. The candidates tackling topics and trying to stand out. When it comes to abortion restrictions, Hansel and Tang Williams say they would not vote for a bill in the House that would ban abortions after 24 weeks, which is the law in New Hampshire.
With the Dobbs decision, it's in the hands of the states. Personally, I'm pro-choice, but I'm against late-term abortion with some exceptions, pretty consistent with the New Hampshire law.
It's a very controversial, emotional issue for lots of people, and let the democratic process to work. And I support to go back to state so people in that state can decide.
Burns says he supports a federal fetal heartbeat law which would ban abortion at the point of a detectable heartbeat.
With the exception of the life of the mother, no, there's no reason to have something after the fetal heartbeat. Yes, I am the only pro-life candidate up here. I believe in pushing a culture of life.
And on immigration, Tang Williams, who grew up in communist China before immigrating to the U.S., says there is a legal way to come here, but attention needs to be paid to the border.
I am a legal immigrant. Our country is melting pot from people all over the world coming here want to live American dream. But I really don't like this current border crisis and the madness and chaotic situation. Drugs coming, human trafficking.
Meanwhile, Burns hit Hansel on immigration, accusing the mayor of Keene of running a sanctuary city, a resolution Hansel did not vote for.
You voted against it, but he didn't disagree with the sentiment of the resolution, and he did nothing to fight against it. I'm sorry, if that's the type of fighting that you're going to bring to Washington is, well, I'm not going to vote for this resolution, but I agree with the sentiment. I mean, seriously, you're not going to get any actual fighting done.
This is a lie that's been perpetrated by one of my primary opponents here, trying to misquote my record. And it's not true, and Bob Burns just seems to make things up as he goes along.
The trio seemed united on inflation, accusing President Biden and his fellow Democrats of overspending.
Let's be responsible, trying to balance budget again. Every family has to do that.
First thing we need is an all-above approach to reducing energy costs.
We need to cut the spending. I'd love to see a balanced budget amendment so that if Congress doesn't pass a balanced budget, they don't get paid.
All right, so whoever wins next week's primary will go head-to-head with incumbent Democrat Andy Kuster in the general election in November. By the way, Kuster has held on to the CD2 seat since 2013. Reporting live at the New Hampshire Institute of Politics, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.